of trees you're climbing break off and then they grow back, and it doesn't make any sense. The gameplay is just so unbelievably poor. So it's really cool to see where this arcade version is and how much better it is than the Speaking of NES, the system also has a number of original games that don't have an arcade counterpart, like Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3. And that got me thinking, what if we were to take a look at the gameplay that was being outputted from the NES Classic, which had Mega Man 2 pre-installed, and compare it against the Super Retrocade? Well, folks, here's what it would look like. On the left, you have the Super Retrocade running Mega Man 2, and on the right, you've got the NES Classic running Mega Man 2. As you can no doubt tell, the NES Classic has a much sharper image overall. You're also getting deeper and darker blacks and bolder colors, which give you a much better image. This is pretty unfortunate, because honestly, there's no real hardware being run to run an original cartridge or anything like that. All this is an emulation, and the emulation software side, this is something that should have been fixed before this was set up. And that's what I feel is the original revolution that everything you play on here is really looking a little softer around the edges. And that's just something that's just happening because the games aren't being rendered in a higher resolution. But despite that, the majority of games on here seem to run very well, which I was very happy to see. Look, the visuals are going to be one thing, and I think a lot of people might not even notice the softer edges, but when it comes to actually playing these games, if the games don't run properly, that's what really matters the most. There's a couple of games on here that are repeats from the Retrobit generations, but I'm happy to see them back because on this system they run so much better. For example, on this console you get Mercs, and again, Mercs did not run very well on the previous system, but on this one it actually does. It feels just like you're running it off original hardware. Further, and not only included the console version, but you get the arcade version as well. But Mercs isn't alone, because the round makes a return, and it is featuring some of the best gameplay I've seen for a home console running the arcade version. And that's one of the great things about the Super Retrocade. Unlike the other home console systems that primarily focus on console releases, this one has a bunch of arcade releases that have been officially licensed to folks like Capcom, David,
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
And because of that, Retrobit was capable of putting a whole bunch of games on here that have never been released outside of the arcades. This is a pretty exciting prospect for me because there's a couple of games on here that I think game, and in fact, I'd never heard of it until I played it on this system, but that's one of the cool things that now plays. The game plays a lot like swords power up. When you're powering up the sword, it also acts as a block so that people can't attack you. You can still be hurt though, so there's a bit of a risk and reward from powering up your attack and defending yourself. It just makes the game so unlike anything else I've ever played. Now this next game is called Armored Warrior. It is unlike any other beat-em-ups you're likely to play. You see, most beat-em-ups just feature a guy or a girl running around punching people. But in this game, you're a giant robot fighting a whole bunch of other robots and breaking them down into small, tiny
The final control point is being contested.
off, sticking them onto yourself, and going and fighting even bigger robots.
You failed!
This next game I thought was special enough to save until the very end. It's called Boogie Wings, but in Japan it was called The Great Ragtime Show. This was released sometime in the early 90s by Data East, but it's a pretty remarkable game. It's got a fantastic art style with amazing graphics that really throw a lot at you all at once. There is just so much visual stuff happening on every inch of this screen that it kind of gets a little overwhelming. But if you manage to hold yourself through the entire experience, you've got some great gameplay that goes a little bit beyond what looks like a side-scrolling shooter. The game starts you off with
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
that comes at you. But if you happen to have your biplane get destroyed, your main character jumps out and starts running all over the screen, shooting at a whole bunch of